name of an all-encompassing love God. Amen. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, and with all your soul, and with all your mind, and love your neighbor as yourself. In other words, we're being invited to love God with our entire being. And some theologians would say the second commandment, more accurately translated, is and sounds like this: love our neighbors as an extension of ourselves. And given the new cosmology and the quantum physics, the neighbor is all of life, all forms of life. And because of the interrelatedness, the lack of separation of the energy sphere, just distinctive because of skin, or plants because of their formation, we are the self together. Now, since we are all created in God's image, all have a divine spark, could we not just as accurately say, love our neighbors, love ourselves as extensions of God? Loving God, loving ourselves, loving others, these are in essence inseparable. And yet, there are still people who believe that loving God is far better and a far higher vocation than loving others. And then, of course, there are those who don't believe in a deity and so focus their love on others, on themselves. Now, in both scenarios, we are actually depriving ourselves. We are in essence then incomplete, less fully ourselves. Paula Ripple, in her book called to Be Friends, she writes, without God's love, we cannot discover who we are. In other words, self-knowledge can only go so far without the knowledge of being a beloved of God. She also goes on to say, without the love and friendship of human companions, well, for us at least human companions, but of course we can have plants as companions, animals as companions, but let's stick with the quote. Without the love and friendship of human companions, we become less than we are. In St. John's first epistle, chapter 4, in the second part of verse 16, we read, God is love. That means God not only acts lovingly and does loving deeds, but God's very isness, God's I amness is love. Is this what you and I are also called into, challenged into? Are we meant not only to be loving and do loving things, but to become love? Amen.